One of the #1 questions I always get is, where do I store all of this?
What you want, what you want.
Today begins teardown of Halloween. But before we go into this, I'm going to address a comment that I got on a post on the old interwebs, something that I normally never do, but I thought it was interesting, so we'll address it right now. This comment, and it was the very first comment on the post I put up, was why the facade? Why build a facade when you can just projection map and throw it up all over your house? Why waste your time? And where do you store something like that? It was kind of a rude comment, but I'm going to explain it right now. Because creating the facade, I can touch this. It's real. It's physically here in front of the house. When the kids come trick-or-treating, it immerses them in something that seems a little more real or surreal. They walk up to this, it's big, it's real, it's in their face. It sets that scene a little bit more than just lights on a house. Now don't get me wrong, the projection stuff is cool. I've seen it. It can change the way a house looks. But my house doesn't have this look to it. It doesn't have that roof line. It doesn't have that roof line. My house is just a flat, straight across house, just an old ranch style home. No matter how I mapped it or what I did, I could never obtain this. Is it a lot of work? It absolutely is a lot of work, but I enjoy it. It's fun. And then as far as where's it stored? Well, we're gonna find out. It all stores in this playhouse I still have from when the kids were young and used to play. It all goes inside there. And if you don't particularly believe that all that goes in there, just hang on and watch. I'll show you.
Hey man, what you doing?
Well, I'm taking down Halloween.
Dude, we just got it all up the other day.
Yep, and now it's time to come down.
Hey man, you still got this facade over here to deal with.
Yeah, I know, but let's get these witches done first.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're avoiding that facade.
Nope, I'm just taking care of the small stuff first. It might be hard to believe, but all my girls, they go in one little container. So that tote contains my girls there, her arms and hands. The witch lanterns are down in there. These skulls are in there. And then the bodies here, because they're just stacks of PVC. I used to undress these things all the way, break the arms completely down, put all the arms in there, basically put all of the PVC and everything all in a tote, because I even have the PVC in there where it halfway breaks apart. Anymore, quit doing that. I leave this together, and it goes in the shed back there with the house. It just makes it easier.
Did you just say the witches will fit in that little playhouse along with the facade?
Yep. Let me show you something you probably didn't think was possible. This old witch's cauldron down here, it's made out of cardboard and paper mache. Made it probably 7 years ago. It stays outside all the time, you know, for October. Look at this. This thing is holding water. I'm gonna dump it out in just a minute. Holding water. Paper and glue, holding water.
Man, you need to stop getting sidetracked talking about rain in a pot and get yourself back to work. You still have an entire facade to take down.
Well, for the first day of teardown, not too bad. Everything's out of the yard there. Everything's out of the witches area over there. All the big stuff's out. And then we got the big stuff to take down tomorrow. So we'll deal with the fence, see if I can get this facade apart. Here's all of our big block of foam staged up and ready that came from our crypt. It all goes inside there. But none of that can go up inside there until that big thing comes down first, because that has to go inside there before this stuff can go inside there. So yeah, all that's facade's got to go in there first, and the rest of that stuff can go in. All kind of has an order. Here is a whole graveyard mess of stuff that's staged up to go up inside the garage. It's supposed to rain, so I want this stuff to get put up tonight. All this stuff's been sitting out since Halloween up, and it's dried out from the rain. It's nice and dry now, so I want to get it up inside this garage. Whew, without getting wet again, so we don't have to worry about mold issues and things like that. We'll get this done. We'll catch everybody in the morning whenever we pull that facade down.
Today's the day, Bill. Unhinged versus the facade. What do you think's going through his mind right now?
I'm not sure, Frank, but look at that stare down. This is a man on a mission.
Look at that, Bill. He's putting on the gloves. It's about to get serious.
That right there is the face of determination.
Today is the day we bring the facade down. Just as nerve-wracking as setting it up, but the first thing I gotta do is get this fence out of the way and get the lighting out of the way that's still sitting there.
Look at this intimidation tactic by Unhinged. He's basically sending a message saying, you're next.
Not sure how well it's working. The facade seems unfazed.
I don't know, Bill. With the quick work he made of that fence and the fact that he's putting it to bed, the facade's gotta be just a little bit nervous.
Maybe, but just look at that thing, Frank. It's huge. I mean, this is truly a beast of a facade.
You got that right, Bill. Unhinged is really gonna have to think about his plan of attack, or this could get ugly really quick.
Everything's out of the way. Now we tackle this beast. I'm gonna have to gather some help. My daughter's asleep, people are asleep. I'm gonna have to rustle everybody up. But we're gonna get all the black off first, and then all the trim off, and then we'll start tearing this thing apart.
This is a smart move, Frank. He's gonna do it tactically. He's gonna soften it up by attacking all those small things first.
Yes, Bill, and if I heard him correctly, he's gonna tag in some help. Smart move.
Now wait a minute. I thought he was gonna bring in some help.
Well, look at that, Bill. He did get some help. It's like they appeared out of thin air.
Thin air or not, Frank. With Unhinged and his help, it doesn't look like the facade stands a chance.
I have to agree. Just look at that. They made short work of that facade.
Yes, sir. What was once a mighty facade now lays in shambles under the power of Unhinged and friends.
Well, it's all down, and I'm running out of daylight. It's like 4:30, starting to get dark. I honestly thought I was going to get all this down, taken apart, stowed away today for this just to be a 2-day teardown. But more than likely, this is going to turn into a 3-day teardown. So I'm going to try to get some of this stuff apart tonight and probably have to finish it up tomorrow afternoon.
Man, you really did a number on that facade.
Yeah, but there's still a long way to go. I still got to get all this broke apart and stored away. Well, we're 2 days. 2 days into tear down the facade, and it's finally all in amazing pieces. So now we're gonna store it back there in that little shed.
Dude, there's no way you're gonna get all that into that little shed.
We're on day 3 of tear down and put away. But just so you guys know, I'm going to show you I've got the entire facade inside here, with the exception of our main roof piece from the old facade, and that one, and that one. So,
Holy crap.
all of our siding
You did it.
is up. These are all the small 2x4 panels. These are the 4x6 panels. These are the new 4x4 panels that were on top of that octagon area. The roofing, more panels there. That's the roofing, parts of the roofing. That's the entire facade packed up in this little bitty deal. Pretty cool. And with this, Halloween comes to an end.
Things around the Unhinged homestead seem to be back to normal, but if you concentrate and listen closely, you just might hear the screams or even laughter of the trick-or-treaters who dared to enter the yard.
The 2023 Halloween season has officially ended. Don't go getting it in your head that just because Halloween's over, that there's not going to be any more content on this channel, because we have so much more on the way. Probably going to dabble with a little bit of Christmas stuff. And then once we get through that season, we're right back in to preparing and building for Halloween. So don't go running off. Don't go somewhere else. Check this channel every weekend looking for a new video, because there's going to be more content right here for you guys to watch. And until next time,
Keep making something from nothing.